not a hockey game. Tā nav hokeja spēle, bet tas ir kaut kas labāks labdieņums visiem. Pāris vārdus latviešu valodā, un pēc tam, kā jau jūs zināt, mēs pāriesim uz angļu valodu. Diemžēl vai pa laimi, bet tā mums ir jādara, jo mums visiem ir jāmācās angļu valoda. Gan tiem, kas mazliet protam, gan tiem, kas labi protam, gan tiem, kas neprotam. Paldies, ka jūs visi šeit esat. Mēģinām mūsu demolieši ieņemt savas labākās vietas. Man ir liels, durvis var atstāt vaļā, man ir liels prieks, ka jūs neesat Jūrmalā, bet ka jūs esat ar mums. Un kolēģi ierosināja, ka nākošo graduation pitch vajag taisīt Jūrmalā. Tagad to mēs skatīsimies, kā tas ar laika apstākļiem būs. Šeit ir zināmā mērā silti, ja? Tāpēc caurvējš paliek, ja kādam ir bišķi pa daudz, tad mēģinam vienu pusīt aiztaisīt vai sakiet, lai aiztaista, lai ir ērti. Durvis var atstāt vaļā, kā viņi ir aizstājuši. Okay, now I have to change to English. Sorry, my English is not that good as it's supposed to be maybe because all of us are making mistakes, but the Demola official language is English language as we are international network. So our students also learning English. Some of them already know that very well. Some of them are still learning. But this, you know, when Vita's Pig is coming, that means that some event is already taking place. And as I mentioned, this is a Vita's Pig somehow. And today, this pig will do its job again. Those who participated last time and the no slide pitch, it was 1 minute pitch from each team without any slides anyhow. Today it's a mid pitch. Mid pitch it's mean 3 minutes pitch with slides or whatever they found it useful for a pitching. And this speed is a bad one because it doesn't allow to go over time. And Riga, she will be showing students exact seconds, or maybe seconds? Something like that. Just seconds, how many seconds you still have, so you can evaluate and judge how far you are and how much you have to still say. And then Vita, without any sorry, will say, that's it. Okay, Vita? That's yours. That's the first assignment. The second, I have to tell you, today we did it already without a lottering or some other procedures. We have a schedule or an order how it's going to be done. And this is done in according to the very huge requests of few students who are very involved in very many activities, so they have to pitch and they have to run to do another things, pitching and filming and so on. That's why the order is as it is here. I guess some still will be coming, but that's fine. We will try to manage it within the 2 hours, but at the end, just don't disappear. Some cool stuff will come, which you can open and you can try, and it's not going to be a hot milk, that's for sure. Okay, and then all of you are invited to follow and to keep up your mind, don't fall asleep, because you never know whom I'm going to ask to say something. And not just me. These 3 balls are different colors, yeah? You see. And these balls has to be given to the team members. In this case, guests, you are fully free to pass ball. If someone throw it to you, you can pass to students, but no matter which team. At the beginning I thought red is always positive, but then I read what is on that and I thought, okay, it's not going to be a positive. This is going to be a constructive feedback. Constructive feedback doesn't mean negative feedback. It means constructive feedback. This is going to be a positive feedback. You have to say a sentence or 2 nice, great things which really gives motivation to the persons who did it to do it again and to do it much better. This blue ball gives a feedback not about a content like these two, but about I called it PR, but it's mean ability to present, about the presentation skills, how it was done. So whether it was loud enough, whether it was too fast, whether it was too boring, whether maybe a person danced and it was bothering you all the time, whatever, yeah? But this is like, I call it PR feedback, yeah, public presentation skills. This will be thrown to students. But as we have quite many experts today, now I'm going to be one more time bad one. I will be a few times bad one. I will choose two experts to give their feedback to the teams today about the content. And sorry, dear guests, I really don't care whether you read those cases or not, but you have to understand what is presented. And you have to give your feedback. Do you think that idea works? Do you think that idea good? Will you use it in case you are a client or something like that? Like students need to feel a really expert view how they are doing, because this is a mid-pitch. The last graduation pitch is going to be after 1 month and week. It's at June 30th. Please bear in your mind, put in your calendar that June 30th, 30. June, in afternoon, probably at the 4 o'clock as today, it's Monday. It's after mid-summer eve in Yani and Ligas. So you will have opportunity to come and to participate at graduation ceremony when teams have to present a last pitch. And teams from the enterprises and the institutions commission, they will come and evaluate whether results are good enough to buy a user license from them, whether results good enough to maybe to make a business together, whether results are so good that they would like to hire some of you in the future. You never know what could be an outcome, or maybe results will be as good as they will decide we have to do something differently with this case, because it really was not that way how it's expected in Latvian market or whatever, yeah? I'm just exaggerating now maybe, but June 30th, it's the last day. So today, teams really would like to hear your feedback. And so now I feel that I'm very, very bright color wearing Sanda. Sanda, can you stand, please? You will be one of those who will be giving experts view on the cases. So you just maybe say in a few sentences or in one sentence, who are you?
Okay, not that easy. My name is Sanda, and I've been involved in one of the IT companies represented here as well for a while ago, not anymore that active as I would like to. But I haven't read any of the cases, so that will be very interesting for me to hear that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and then we have an equal gender issue. Then I choose a Claudia. That's your turn. Also to give an expert view. Claudia, few sentences. Who are you?
I work for Riga Business School. So this is a business school here in the Scholas Street. I am the director of the BBA program. Before I was working in the IT sector as well as a consultant. Okay. Also, I am not familiar with the cases, so then it would be even better, I guess. We will be able to test.
Good, good. I see in the room few more people who are in expert level, and I'm sure we will face a situation when we need your advice, because at the end, this box is going to fulfill with your votes. At the very end, Christina is going to give you one piece of paper, each of you, and you have to write which one from the 7 you think deserve to be called the first place. So, and also in case there will be two similar, the same amount, so experts will be involved, Tom and Richard and Biostores and some other who are here, you will be involved to judge how was it. So don't fall asleep, that's my point. Okay, is everything clear? Did I say anything that I promised? Yeah?
Did you talk about criteria or not really? You did.
Did I? I thought I did that you students, you don't have to write anything on a paper like last time, but you have to give, as I mentioned, if a red ball comes to you, you give a constructive feedback, but in case, but this is, I hope, not going to be used, but just in case, whatever, you have a bad sore throat today, and I didn't discover that yet, yeah? Or you just fully, completely so embarrassed about that case you even can't talk, you are a team. Then try to look for your another team member and say, do it for me please, this time do it for me, because I can't talk now, yeah? But I hope it's not going to happen, because each of you have to have your point of view. But in case, just in case, you remember that that's a teamwork, yeah? And again, this is constructive, this is PR, and this is positive. Okay? Great. And the experts is talking just about the content, not about the presentation skills this time. Okay, then I guess it's great time to invite the first team representative in this case, and that's at Farm IT, FMS, Oswald. Wait a minute, Oswald, 3 minutes is going to be started when I finish blah blah blah, yeah, and when you start to do blah blah blah. Oswald is today is in very special situation because unfortunately it happens that his team is two more people, yeah, one fell out unfortunately, so they were not able to come and to be, because the one girl is from Vidzemes Augstskola and another person from which university, Matej is? Riga Technical University, yeah. But now, also, it's your turn to say, who are you? Name, last name, okay, mother's and father's name, don't tell. Your university, faculty, and which grade you are studying now. So you have to let people know. Can you please listen? Yeah, you will get a penalty. Because now we have to learn which university students are here, that we are very proud of you to be with us. So also tell about yourself, but it's not counted yet.
Okay, so my name is Osvalds Neiders. I am from University of Latvia, Faculty of Computing. I am in second course, just about to finish it.
Good. So, okay, Osvalds. You are ready? 3. Okay, hold on. I have to pass this one's PR. Positive? Oh, sorry, girls. Sorry, ladies. You were not the right ones when I want to pass. It's good, it was not. Can you pass? Yeah? No. Use next. Do that here. And constructive feedback.
Okay, had anyone seen the trailer for the upcoming movie Interstellar? Anyone? No. Yeah, those guys. For those who haven't, it's a movie about a dude who has to travel to outer space to save the dying mankind. A pretty basic concept, right? But the interesting thing is why the world is dying. And as they say in the trailer, it's not because we didn't run out of planes or television sets, it's because we ran out of food. And here's the reason why. The population of Earth is ever growing from year to year. And this causes to more intensively and extensively use farming to solve this demand for more food. And this turns fields like these to fields like these. And we don't want that to happen. One possible solution is precise agriculture. It means that farmers use scientific and mathematical models to module how the plants are growing and to do it more precisely. And this is what we thought about. An IT solution, possibly an app or desktop program, which takes as an input soil, weather data, and what kind of crop is being grown. And as an output, it gives what kind of chemicals and how much are they needed to use. The benefits are quite obvious. More profit because the crop yield is bigger, and less expenditure because these chemicals which are needed are very expensive and they're very hard to get by. We have a couple of problems. The first and number one problem are the farmers themselves. They are very busy people and they don't like change. More precisely, they think the change is the devil. In Latvia, only 5% of farmers are using precise agriculture as their main thing. Other problem is our knowledge base. I'm a programmer. I don't know how to grow crops. Also, there are a couple others products who solve these problems. That's about it. Thank you.
It was 2 minutes. You even said the time. Great. Okay, now experts will be the last one who will speak. First of all, let's go with the students team with the constructive feedback.
I would like to say that
Can you speak up a little?
I would like to say that the introduction was catchy, so it grabbed my attention, so it was very easy to listen. It wasn't clear for me that the idea was very clear of why are you doing what are you doing, but I didn't understand what exactly will be the product. Will it be an application or will it be an online program, or I just didn't get the idea. But I got the idea. I like that you mentioned that 5% in Latvia, which is precise data, and we felt that this is needed for us.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, for those who don't know the procedure, actually, when peer review is taking place, when students are giving feedback, a presenter doesn't discuss it, yeah? He or she just listen and that's it, yeah? With experts today, we saw that you might have a few sentences to exchange, yeah, but that's fine. Positive, where is the positive feedback? Yeah?
And you talk about presentation or?
No presentation. That will be another person. About content.
I like the idea of application, and I think in 21st century the computing will be the main thing which will from which you will get more and grow more. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Actually, about the presentation, you spoke very clearly and it was understandable, but one thing that really bothered me was that because you were the one who pushed the next slide, and it made you some over the place, and you were moving and we were going everywhere.
You have to hire someone else to
Maybe a team member
or facilitator, yeah? Okay, great. By the way, those who are here first time, we have no facilitators, but in Latvian we didn't find the right word, and we call these persons processori. So at the beginning I already forgot something because I have to ask who is Osvalds processors? Vita, stand up, and this is your team, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, Vita is processors of Osvalds team.
The bravest man in this head.
Great. Okay, and now it's turn to experts. Sandra, it's your turn.
Right. Well, I have to say that the idea of why it is done or it's planned to be done is quite clear, and I think it's the solution. I would be happy to hear more about it. I didn't get it into details. I got an idea that this is. That you would get out some data of chemicals the person or the company needs to use. My question is, did you think this is more and more popular or common to think about the organic farming? And you in your solution you say just about the chemicals which should be used or not be, or how many or how much. in organic farming, no chemicals are used, but they also need that kind of solution because they need to calculate a lot what is the most effective techniques or technologies they should use in their farming. So maybe this is the point you should also think about.
Okay.
Can I answer?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, the thing about organic farming, it's a niche. It's a niche thing. People are going nuts about it, but it's not producing so much. Normal farming, which uses chemicals, pesticides, all these things, it's more popular. There are bigger user base and more potential clients. So if we are going to make a product, we have to first find a large enough user base, and including organic farming would mean a lot more work and more development costs.
Okay, we won't continue discussion, but it's good that you get a point and you get a point. Okay, Claudia, what you have something to say?
Well, I think the product is very much needed. So in terms of and looking at the global perspective, if you go to any, especially to developing countries where the technology used for planning in fields is not there. So this type of products has a sense. And I think the point that you have made about the 5% in Latvia could be as that you can use it further for when you sell the product to FMS and say, you can pilot in Latvia pretty easily in order to after go to more developing countries to bigger customers, right? So I think that point you can explore it and develop further. The other thing maybe for me also wasn't so clear. I understood the solution you're offering, but not in the specifics. But maybe if you add a little bit more price range or some product that is in the market and to which you can benchmark. When I was in the industry, I remember Estonia has an excellent app for dairy producers that they are using to understand the productivity of every cow and the quality of the milk. So something that can help FMS to understand the concept a little bit better. Okay? That's it.
Okay, thank you. I guess you did it perfectly all right, as being viens par visiem, visi par vienu. So you deserve really applauses. Thank you, Oswald. And actually, I promised to my colleagues to do something else, but I forgot it. But now I think it's even better. We didn't. Look, Ilona, I even didn't recognize that you are here. Our godmother is here, so great. We didn't present you a cases, but I feel now it's even much better. We won't describe you a case, so let's go as we started, yeah? Okay, now it's turn to come to the stage, capturing new use case. All team members who are here, welcome here. You are not alone. I know that you are not. Okay, two of you?
Yeah.
Someone, come that everybody can see you. Someone is missing?
Yeah, Ieva is in Midsummer.
She's from Valmiera, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and someone else?
Yeah, Rowan's.
Trolley bus, probably.
Oh, he's coming,
Yeah,
yeah?
on the way.
Okay, now then you have to present yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? Okay, don't say why you are here, just because you love us and we love you. Okay?
Yeah, my name is Kristiana Paulazana. I am studying in Riga Business School, Bachelor of Business Administration, and I just finished my first year.
My name is Ilmar Žudos. I'm from Riga Technical University. I'm studying automatics and computer science, and that's my first course.
Oh, very good. All right, then, are we ready with the pig and the techniques, yeah? Are you ready that I should say so?
Lilita.
Tell me when you are ready.
Lilita.
What is this in pretending to be?
Oh, okay, so I'm so glad that you are working also, not just me. Yes, now you please throw balls to another peers, from another teams, from your team, whatever, but pass it on. All three. Did it? Did it? Okay, thank you very much for reminding. Please do it again if I forgot. I'm sure I will. Are we ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah. Okay, let's start.
So, good day everyone. We are presenting the application capturing and we have 3 ideas. So I will start with all of them quickly. And our first idea is a super admin, where this will be an application used by these people, super admins. Why we saw this as a very necessary thing, because these people, they have loads of servers to operate with, and they are actually interested only in operating them, not with security. And usually the login and password is admin and admin, very easy to guess. And with capturing, we could provide these people with an opportunity to have one and a very unique way how to log into their accounts. And from the business side of view, this would also be very interesting and very necessary for business owners to have a higher protection against hacker attacks. Then our next idea is the new generation intercom. In Latvian, it is domophones. And what are we going to do is putting together domophones with a mini computer that can be Raspberry Pi or Intel Galileo, and put it in to connect with internet, and also put this capturing together with it, so that when someone wants to enter a building, he just goes to this intercom and scans the QR code and gets in. So it's a very easy way also to have some statistics, and it's also very easy to operate. It's very easy to give accesses to people. And our last but not the least idea is about protecting the intellectual property, and especially in computers. It can be for single file, it can be for a folder, for a program, or for all disk, where capture-in will be the one that is protecting this data. And
that's it, yeah. Just protecting data. Simple as that.
Good. Done, yeah? Okay. You have 5 seconds to protect data and yourself. Okay, well done. Where is our peer review constructed one?
About the ideas.
About ideas about a solution, because why we are asking peer review, because most of you guys, you were here last time and you know how far they were then and how far they are now, yeah? So you can compare a little bit, yeah? Okay?
So the admin idea, it won't work because businesses don't like to give sensitive data away, and it means they have to give their control over their system to other people. Also, administrators works a lot over command lines. There is no graphical interface, and capturing needs graphical interface. That's a big thing. The second one about domophones or intercoms, there's accessibility problem, because not everyone has smartphones, and that's a real problem. And it will be very expensive, and a lot of money will be needed. It's too expensive to realize it. The third thing, maybe it will work, but there are also security concerns. I'm not I like to capture an idea how it works, but I'm not really a believer.
Okay, very good, very practical view. A little bit like Latvian also, but that's still fine. Thank you, Osvalds. Mundris, it's your turn.
You have more than one solutions to your problem. That shows that you are innovative and creative team.
Right, thank you so much. And we're going here. Yeah.
Yes, actually the presentation was quite good. Everything was clear. Maybe ending was a little but everything was okay.
It's okay. I guess that they are really, you looked at the watch, yeah, how many seconds, and it's kind of like, oh, yeah. But that's still, yeah, there are room for improvement. All right, thank you. Now, sorry, Claudia, you are first one.
I think that as a user, I feel I would buy the 3 sessions. But I think maybe for the next presentation, you could try to build a package and you sell the package to DPA. And addressing and making them understand who would be the first customer. I think you are, because of what he said actually, of the technical security concerns and also cost concerns. You are addressing the typical premium rich markets. So if you can pack up everything in one solution where you offer the 3 to private users, not to corporates, I think you might get a nice product to offer for premium users. I am thinking on the Russian guy that buy a nice apartment and needs all this protection. Okay?
Thank you, thank you. Sandra.
Well, actually, not a lot to add. That was also my concern about the customer. I didn't have an answer for myself. Who would be I could understand who would be the user of your product, but I couldn't get it. Who would be the customer, or how you would market it, and what would be the points you would go and ask and sell it. But as an end user, all 3 of them seems to be something interesting and useful to work more on. But do I understand right that you are working on all 3 ideas parallelly, and you are trying that at the end, at the next 13th of June, would be the 3 products you're offering, or you are?
We have 5, and we are presenting now 3.
Oh, okay.
And it looks that we have 2 right now.
Well, our main 2 which we like the most.
Okay.
Yeah, but they can go with 2 or 3 solutions. It's up to the team. It's no restrictions actually. All right. Any comments? Back to the experts.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was nice talking. Thank you. Taking balls. And for those who still don't know, this room is with a permission, no shoes, no ties. That's mean if you feel too hot, you can surely take your shoes off. That's why most of us already without them, yeah? Okay, now we are asking to come you two, ultimate umbrella. That sounds nice. Whole team, welcome to the stage. And actually, this is for you just in case you are thirsty. You always can grab, yeah? How many of you are going to speak? Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Just sit down. Okay. Still need some seconds?
Yeah.
Those who are thirsty, you can take some cup of water, tea, coffee, whatever. Feel comfortable? Okay. It's not 10 yet, yeah? Just who are you? Where are you from? Are you all team together? And so on and so on.
Yeah. Okay. My name is Chris. I'm from Riga Technical University. I'm studying biomedical engineering, the first year.
Okay, my name is Katie. I'm from Riga University. I'm first year student of multimedia communication.
My name is Christos. I'm from Demola Latvia. I'm the bachelor. I'm studying product design, similar functional design. So.
Hello, I'm from Economics and Culture University, studying culture management, and I'm close to finish fourth course. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many you are. When you are ready, we say start and 3 minutes or
A few seconds. We'll start by showing a small theater performance to make you clearer.
Does it go in time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, start.
Yeah.
Losing your umbrella. It's like a familiar situation, right? Would you believe me if I would say that this might be different? Imagine if you would be always connected to your umbrella. If your umbrella could send you a message when he misses you. Yeah. Umbrella. Okay, umbrella. This is a new application, and of course a hardware device. Okay, it consists of two parts. The first part is a small Bluetooth chip, which mainly consists of the battery and a small Bluetooth transmitter device, which on very low energy levels transmits a small signal, so it could run for like 5 or 4 years. Yeah. Okay. When you have this umbrella, all you need is a smartphone. And when you have a smartphone, you just go to the App Store and download a small app, which would be a few megabytes. And this is the app design. Okay, first screen would be the login screen. Of course, you don't have an account, you just press the sign up button and you will sign up and make an account. When you can make your account, this is the first page which you will see. There's a button called Add an Umbrella. So, of course, you have already bought an umbrella which has the umbrella technology inserted in it. Actually, another great thing is that it would cost about 20 or 30 cents for each umbrella to add this chip, so it's like it's one effective price. Okay, when you have umbrella, you just press this button, and it immediately turns on the Bluetooth system on your phone, and it starts searching for any umbrellas in nearby range. The typical low energy Bluetooth range is about 11 meters. So yeah, and it starts tracking it, your umbrella. Well, of course, there are another great options in this app, like to go directly to the umbrella store where you can buy custom design, when you can choose everything you want. And of course, if your umbrella saved your apps, you can share with others on Facebook or Twitter. And of course, you can, in settings, you can change the tone of the signal, which comes on, and anything specific. You can customize all of these pages. Yes. That's it. Umbrella. Let your umbrella be truly unforgettable.
You also need to calculate the time. We change the rules, right? Yep. Okay. Where is our constructive thinker? Okay. Welcome.
Yeah, you have a very entertaining idea because it really makes the people want that it rains. And also in your presentation, I can see that you have you see what can be still done, put onto an umbrella, how to make this thing really interesting, and how to and you have also provided a really good explanation how to also put it in social media, and that's good.
Okay, very nice. It sounds very constructively positive. Now, who is give one more positive feedback?
So one more positive feedback. I like the theater at the beginning. It was quite interesting. I didn't expect that. And what I wanted to say, I'm surprised that you came up with a mobile app, because I thought that it would be some kind of umbrella, and I don't know, but at the end it will be an app. It's I don't know what to say.
Thank you. And where is the presentation skills? Yeah?
Yes, well, I did like the theatrical scene at the beginning. Really great. I think it was a little bit too much of the hands, maybe. Yes. But I really like the way you spoke. It showed the confidence.
Thank you very much. All right, Sandra. What about my umbrella?
Well, I guess I'm one of the first customers already because I'm the person who is normally missing my umbrella somewhere. But seriously, well, this is something very innovative and interesting. My concern would be how to So your product would be from two parts, right? The chip and the application.
Actually, our idea is to maybe, of course, the first concept would be to make umbrellas by ourselves, maybe. But yeah, the idea would be so awesome because it's like a future projection. So if this technology could become like a brand, so all the big umbrella manufacturers could label on the box, this umbrella is equipped with umbrella technology.
So it's both. You can already buy an umbrella with the chip, and you can also add it to your existing umbrella. Right.
And another great thing, it costs in mass production, it would cost like 20 or 30 cents. Yeah, with the chip.
Okay. And the application? For free?
Yeah.
Right.
Just the people.
Okay. Have you looked for some similar solutions or competitors?
Yeah, there wasn't here because there are like solutions that include the GPS system. I think that's complete bullcrap and they will not work because they need a lot of battery and power source. Then if you need to like charge your umbrella, like nobody's going to use that. And this technology would serve just depending on the battery size, maybe even like 5 or 10 years.
But those 11 meters, it means that you have to immediately understand that you have lost your umbrella or left it somewhere.
It will start messaging until you
understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Claudia?
Yeah, the product is great. I have a couple of questions. So it was 30 cents, 20 cents?
Yeah.
But your customer is going to be the manufacturer or you are going to sell it?
It was an idea we will start by just adding those chips and selling like with coal. But it was like an idea in the future, so maybe it becomes so popular. So maybe all large umbrella manufacturer companies wants to start us and to implement this technology in their umbrellas. So that's like the next step maybe. Okay.
Getting back a little bit to the last question, the Bluetooth technology,
yeah.
right? So you forget you arrive home and then you remember the umbrella was somewhere. So how do you detect?
Yeah, actually, it's interesting because every chip and every umbrella will have some unique code to them. And maybe that's actually we didn't implement in this application too, but maybe we can some next updates or next version of this would be like there would be a small like option with the map. And if there's someone who's also has this umbrella application and already turned on, it may be if it calls it. If other people, for example, I have lost my umbrella, it's somewhere there, and I can connect it. But Olga also has this application in her phone, and her phone senses that my umbrella is here. It would instantly like message you to the map. Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing, maybe if this has a chip, and you can go in the final presentation a little bit more on details on the technology.
Yeah, I will.
Because you can use it for other products. I mean, I used to lose my keys, on so you can start having using exactly the same technology for exactly other uses. Have you thought about it?
Thank you. Tom, you have some questions or comments? Because other experts, please feel free. Yeah? Hold on.
It's actually a suggestion from what Claudia was saying. My suggestion would be that as soon as my phone stops catching that tone, there should be a GPS or something in your phone that marks it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can come back to that same place.
Okay.
So you just link it into your whatever. I mean, I have a stupid phone. Even my stupid phone has Google Maps on it. If I ask it to, it'll tell me where I am.
Oh, yes. That's a great idea.
Yes,
Thanks.
Yeah, good.
I'm thinking about how Sony attached their portable objective, lens, yes. They just put together and they together connect with the phone and send the signal, and they are attached to each other. So I'm thinking that this will also be a solution for your umbrella when you are taking your umbrella to work. Just connect them together, and they know that this is your umbrella.
Okay. I just want to share with you something else about this team, what I like. Actually, this was the first umbrella what they built, you know? You have to know. This was during Demola Latvia. Yeah, so they from this one now they're there, and we don't know what's going to happen in June 30th. And as I mentioned, I'm going to forget something, and I forgot to call processors again. For the previous two, it was Vitas teams, and who is the processors for this one? Aiga. Aiga is it. So thank you very much to you, and thank you to you. Change your balls now, and we ask to prepare and come to the stage. Why not E? Okay, this is on you. So.
Ready?
Well, so this is a very special case, a special team, and we always are very, very thank you to valsts zemes dienests, tāpēc, ka tā ir valsts institūcija, kura pirmā uzdrīkstējās vispār kaut ko tādu unikālu darīt. Un mēs gribam uzreiz teikt, neatkarīgi no tā, ka viss notiek angļu valodā, tad, kad būs graduation pitch, un pēc tam rīkosim atsevišķu tikšanās, lai valsts institūcijas maksimāli visiem darbiniekiem parādītu, kādi mums ir kolosāli studenti, tā kā mēs to izdarīsim ar jums īpašākām kārtībām. Okay, now we are back to you. So who are you, what are you doing, and where you come from, and so on. It's your turn.
Okay, my name is Jānis. I'm from School of Business Administration in Riga. I'm studying business administration in third year.
My name is Krista. I study in Academy of Latvia in first year of Masters in Design Department.
My name is Christos. I'm studying in Riga Teacher Training and Educational Management Academy. And someday I will be a teacher, hopefully.
My name is Eva, and I'm now studying the first year of Riga Business School.
But you are a full team here, yeah?
Yes.
100%. Perfect. My greetings to you. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Start.
Okay, so our project is connected with the State Land Service, as it was already mentioned. And how the situation looks like right now is that we have a visualization that the State Land Service we see as a very big building in the middle, and this building has a lot of neighbor houses, which are the professionals, which are architects, lawyers, and so on. But there is also a street, and regular citizens are walking there. And they don't know what the State Land Service is. So what they need to understand what they do is not only to see that existing house, they also need that around the house there are pretty flowers, a very pretty garden, so that they see that everything is okay, and that they will have an interest to see what is happening there. So what we are most concentrating in this project are those two parts, professionals and just citizens. How it looks like now is we would like to tell you a little detail which we found very important, is that for people, as we mentioned, people need flowers, they need a garden, they need good marketing, they need a very good visual appearance of the company, of the enterprise. This is what how consumers gain trust to the company. How we see the state land service right now. First thing we know about this enterprise is that their main mission is to inform the society. And how the reality looks like, that this company doesn't have a marketing department. And we thought that it is completely illogical and it has to be changed. So as we mentioned, we are most concentrating on society and professionals. And two main things that has to be improved is already existing service and marketing. Because for our group it was a little bit difficult because the problem and the product that was applied for the Demola project is completely different than the actual problem that we have to deal right now. So we don't really deal with the product because the product is not ready yet. So we deal with the whole institution itself. And what we have discovered is that this company should more concentrate on existing services, which are all kind of technical issues, because we had a chance to try out the new demo version of the future services that will come only in future, and we already saw that it's very, when you read the program, it seems like you're reading a dictionary. So our main advice for this company, as their main mission is to serve the citizens, is to implement it with a lot of friendly sentences. And to also implement marketing, because as we mentioned, there is no marketing department, and we think that a lot of problems could be solved by this crazy
Thank you. Where is the constructive feedback?
Yes, I'm constructive one, but I don't know what constructive to say for you. Maybe just for this presentation that you were too long, but the idea was good.
Okay. Positive? Where is the green ball? Okay.
So I like the idea that you didn't stop at just the demo and the company gave you the problem, right? You went further, you saw the information you had and the actual problem, and you worked with it. You assembled the information and you were thinking further than just the product itself. I like the concept and the idea of where you're going.
Okay, thank you, very good. And where is the presentation skills? Yeah.
The first thing that appeared when you start the presentation was a bit commercial, where some guy draw something.
But this was live version, you know?
Live. This is very interesting style of presentation. I never saw this kind of presentation style. So thank you. It was interesting, really. Nice.
All right, thank you. And what do our experts say? First, start with those who are really punished today to speak up, yeah. And there is ones who still think that they would like to say something. Yes, Sandra. I forgot order which one was giving to you.
Well, first, not about the content, but about the presentation. I really liked that you are very trendy in the presentation style. I think this drawing was very good. But as I don't know the case, I really don't know what was at the beginning the case. Well, for me it sounded obvious that of course that the marketing is important for this institution. Of course that the language should be user friendly. Of course it should be more open and understandable for the society. So actually I don't have any more comments on this. Good. I hope you will succeed.
Okay. Thank you, Claudia.
So they understand that you started with a product, they requested from you to develop a product, and then now you come up with a solution for the organizational problem. They lack a marketing department, right?
Comment very shortly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Now you can, because experts are not aware what it is.
The beginning idea was why don't people use the e-services? But the reality now is that the e-services have to be ready, but they are not yet ready. So we can't say why people are not using them. so we just digged into the organizational structure.
I mean, you are now like helping together to develop these services which will be used, not just people who are sitting in a line and waiting for a person to serve them. Yeah?
Now clear. So then what you are suggesting is that they think on the marketing side, they add some marketing expert or marketing department to actually spread the service cost, right? What I would suggest maybe, and because I see it's a great idea, a lot of state-owned company has e-service and nobody uses it. And I think a big part of that, they don't do a proper marketing of that. So I think that if you can go with some finances, I mean, these guys think of money. So then how much is the budget they have? And then you can show them, this is what marketing department might sound thousands, and maybe it's not such expensive. Then you show them how much it could cost. And you make an estimation of how many more users could come because of that. That's all.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Any other comments, questions, compliments? Okay, not this time. I would like to say that actually this is a really case which you have to look. 1 week ago we had this Radi week and design thinking. This is the approach that you have to use for that. And I already arranged, I actually during that week was talking about Demola so many times. And we will have an opportunity for you to consult with design thinkers, with the professors also from the Academy of Art, because we were talking to the state administrative people, yeah, public sector people, how you can change things from the very basic, yeah, adding design thinking, yeah, to add, yeah, like people will feel comfortable with that. So you will have new challenges. But if there is no other comments, who is the processor, facilitator of this team? Aiga. Okay, she just went to get the fresh air. Thank you so much. Changing roles, giving to new opportunity to another big persons from another team. Now preparing team number 5, ICOM, RTV. Case, where is our ICOM? And again, if you feel thirsty, if you feel too hot, just help yourself somehow.
Krista?
Okay, ICOM is coming. And yeah, did you change your balls already? Done? I feel that only few people are talking. We have some more students in the room. Try to involve all of them, yeah? Okay, and don't worry, actually today you are filmed with 2 cameras, I guess, yeah? And you will be opportunities to evaluate yourself and evaluate your peers afterwards, and also someone else from outside will look at this, yeah? So just to get Demola going, yeah? Okay, now you can introduce yourself. Who are you and where you come from?
Okay, I'm Bulgarian. Actually, I'm coming from Ventspils, but I'm studying in BA School of Business and Finance, studying program Innovations and New Product Development, and I'm 4th-year student. I have finished my bachelor's thesis, so I'm happy.
Hello, my name is Inga Greshna. I'm from Riga, and I study at Latvia University, diplomacy.
My name is Christiana Vesdiņa. I'm from Latvia. I study at Albert College, cultural management.
Hello, I'm Nauris, and I'm studying Riga's Technical University Communications.
Thank you. All right, now you have to be ready to do a pitch. Say when you are ready. Done?
Okay.
Okay.
The name of our team is ICOM, and the main goal that we are trying to reach is to film from the point of our eyes. So to reach this goal, we started to observe the society around us, and we realized that everyone is using helmets today. We even understood that people are trying to use them in cars, and one guy has even tried to use helmet while having a shower. And after all this, even dogs have started to wear helmets. So this is the first step, and the next step, we realized that people have started to attach the cameras on the top of the helmet. So in the 21st century, we think it's not normal, because when you see this guy, you can see he looks quite similar. Motorcyclists, bicyclists, roller skaters, soldiers. I think for government it would be really interesting this project, because taking into account the situation what's happening at the moment in Ukraine now, I think everyone wants to see what's actually happening there, because people are telling different information. For hockey players, it will be the possibility to see the game from different point of view. For police officers, it will be interesting to see how criminals are actually catched, and for reporters. As I said, yeah. And after all this, your life will look like this. You will be able to catch everything what happens on the road. It doesn't mean that all the animals will stop to pass the road while you will drive, but you will be able just to catch that and to show to your family, to your friends, and if there will be an accident, you can just prove to police that it wasn't your fault, but animals' fault or something. So the only thing that I want to say, you just put on your helmet, turn on your camera, and start your journey. But before this, just buy your helmet and do not look like Teletubby.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I forgot about it.
All right, that's you don't have to say. Okay, where is our red ball? Let's start with you.
Actually, I didn't solve the difference between existing GoPro cameras and this your solution. You are presenting the existing solution.
Okay, thank you. We have to think about that. Green one?
Yeah, actually, the idea of putting those in motorcycle seems very cool. But I'm sorry, I'll be a little bit not so positive. I have really mixed feelings about how do you think how people will react on that they don't know that there are some batteries and mechanisms here like magnetic inductions right into the very vital parts of the brain. How could that actually work? Yeah, that's it.
That's an open question then, yeah, okay. Where is presentation skill evaluator? Okay.
I really like the presentation. I like that you have pictures. And the picture on the road with that animal was very good. And yeah, it's really nice to hear the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. All of you, please remember this presentation and the cases and the content, because at the end, as I remind you, each of you are going to be asked to vote for the best one. All right, Claudio.
Of course, that things are starting to be stated there. People are starting to use that. But my first question would be, or a comment, is to think about the investment. At the beginning, for the title, I thought it was only the camera. Then I understood it was the whole hardware, the whole technology. Maybe before the final pitch, to have a chat with the company. I don't know if that is possible, in order to understand how far they are ready to go with the first investments. Because maybe, they might be ready for doing a camera with something that you can attach to the helmets, if that is possible so far. But they might not be ready for a huge for the whole helmet, and all the technology, because that seems to be a more serious business in terms of investment. So I am not sure about this company, how much they are ready to go at the beginning, but being it's a very cool prototype. But looking from the investor perspective, now I start to think of finances more seriously, right? So then two minor details about who will be the first customer. You mentioned companies. I'm wondering whether policemen will be ready to have cameras and to be ready that their bosses know what they do 24 hours. So maybe the first entrant will be private users, you know, the motorcycles, and you get into the private sector first, then you can go slowly into the corporate sector. It is different as well as you're going to target. So that makes, I mean, the investment in marketing are different and the strategies are different.
Okay, thank you. Sandra.
Yeah, concerning the market, I think this is quite. You've already mentioned quite a lot of target groups, and I think you could add all the extreme sports there easily. And I would agree with the colleague that this is most, I would say, see as a private end user of this device, and they definitely anyway are trying to do this and trying to film and capture their way of, I don't know, sporting, so this would be useful for them. The big question is also very similar to the colleague what said, is the price, and not just about the investments, which is the first question, but also the end price of the product. Who would be ready? What is the costs? What are the costs? And it would be good if you would in the last pitch you could already mention at least approximate numbers, because then it would let us understand what we are talking about. Is it really high tech, something and something very unique and extra, or this is more or less for all of us?
Okay.
Can I answer?
Sure.
Because I didn't show, but actually.
You had another show, yeah?
At the end, we decided that maybe it should really be only for cyclists, and the camera will be hidden here. So it means that actually you can put in your camera, and basically it's just a helmet, and the additional functions will be only charger and this Wi-Fi. Actually, it will not be so expensive because there will not be camera inside. And yeah, we are thinking about only one target group.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Yeah, Richard, sure.
It was first really interesting case for me because it's related to technologies, and especially in technology, especially with drawing and in exponentials, wearable computing. And target market actually is we could divide some measure in two parts. One is wearable cameras, which is actually like existing one, like GoPro and other stuff is for action sports and other guys, and same way as for military guys who are wearing the cameras and helmets. But for everyday use, actually, those are looking quite embarrassing from one side. If you are not performing some kind of actions or sports, you will look very strange with those kind of helmets. Second part is Google Glass, some kind of glasses, some kind of with mounted cameras. And the problem is that market acceptance is quite low, because those guys who's wearing Google Glass looking strange. They dress to impress to come to parties and wearing some kind of those wearable technologies, but still society is still not accepting those. So probably the right direction to discover this usability of such kind of product is to make them more invisible. And it's probably will open the market and not compete with existing product.
Very good. Thank you very much. You will take it as a good advice and the comments. Any other?
Sure. Okay. I always think it's better not to create your own new helmet, but to take already existing helmets and to add the technology, because as crazy as the sportsmen are, safety is the first one. And the companies that develop these helmets, they have huge experience and of creating very safe helmets. I don't believe that even though the camera and GPS is cool, that at the first you could make such safe helmets your own. So I think it would be better to bring technologies to these safe helmets.
Any response?
I don't know, then we will have to speak with those producers who are producing already helmets, but I don't know, then we have to think about what kind of business it will be, because at the moment we're not thinking that we are going to create the helmets. We're thinking as a product, we are just telling you about this product, but we don't know if we are only going to produce this product by your own, or are we going to work with some kind of company?
Yeah, but that's food for thought, and within these 3 months we cannot expect that you will build a factory, you will produce helmets and the cameras.
This is normal safety and helmets.
Exactly. All right, applausing, paldies. To Christina. Yeah, Christina is the processors of this group. Thank you, Christina, as well. All right, now we go to number 6. Number 6, put on customer classes, Horizon. Where is our number 6? Coming just a part of 6. That's probably will be just a 0 or artist. All right, you are not the full team, as I oh, you are. You are. No, you are still not. Okay, almost. Okay, then tell who is missing first of all, and then where he, she is from, and who are you and where are you from?
But the important part is Una. She's working and she's from RTU as well. She's studying technology.
Again, women are working, yeah, and they are also working. Okay.
So.
And you?
Well, I'm Matis. I'm from Riga Technical University, and I, most surprisingly, study architecture.
So my name is Janis, and I'm from RTU as well. I study power engineering, and as well as that, I take part in the RTU student parliament for the social stuff, like people and events.
My name is Valters. I study in the SEP Audiovisual Media Arts, and in this project I'm involved with graphic design.
What we're going to do is going to leave the stage for the main architect of the team. So, Matis.
Thank you.
I'm sure you can score him. All right, Matis, if you are ready, there is water ready. Yes, there is water. You can get more. And
some for myself.
Sure. Are we ready with the pig?
We are ready.
Pig is almost ready. And you are also.
Oh, and there's a timer, yes?
Yeah. Also, don't be shocked.
That's right.
Let's go?
Yes.
All right, start. Let's change goals.
Well, hi everyone. So our client is Horizon, and we will tell you about that. And in our last presentation, we also told you something about that program, the help section, the timeability, usability, and personalization, how we want to improve this. However, today, dear ladies and gentlemen, we want to tell you about Kennedy, the American president during Cold War, and what he was famous about, apart from him being shot in broad daylight, was that he held the most information at that time in his hands. He knew almost everything, almost everyone, even Russians. And why we are talking about him is that today, every one of us here holds 10 times more information in your cell phones, in your computers. You can access this information every time you want, and but there's one difference. Kennedy, well, he had an army of secretaries behind him, and of course, he had an army of spies behind him, which were giving him this information. And we, well, what can we do? We do have only Google and our mothers to help us. And what is the problem with Google? Why not trust the Google? It's the human nature. We want to trust persons, not technology. We want to ask for advice or friends, not Google. And that's where we come to Horizon. And they have this program, and they have a help section. There's a lot of information. However, accountants, they have a hard time getting to that information. And what we want to say, where lies the answer, the answer, as always, lies in you. And of course, they have some consultants which are answering phones. However, they're really afraid. They're always hiding somewhere, and because the calls are so much, they just don't know what to do. Everyone's calling them every day, and they have a really hard time answering all these phones. And where lies the answer? Well, the answer lies in you, because every one of us, we possess a certain amount of information, and we can share with that. We want to create an office where everyone can share their information. If you know something about Horizon, everyone can call you and ask you about Horizon. You say from 10 to 11 I am available for asking. You pay something to this person, and also there is a feedback. If you are satisfied with this information, then you give them positive answer. So we want to give each of you an army of secretaries, so you can call to our office and ask for help with Horizon or maybe with gardening, and there will be a person who knows this, who does this every day, and who is professional in this. So think about that. Who will you trust? Will you trust a computer program? Will you trust a mobile phone? Or will you trust a real human person, a voice soothingly and calmingly talking to you? So I leave this decision to you, and try your help section. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, they are still working on mine.
Questions?
Okay, very good. Where is our red ball? Constructive feedback. Okay, welcome.
Actually, I really like it, the idea, but when I'm searching for the problem and want to solve it, I don't want to waste much time for it. And when I need feedback, I don't want one person feedback. I want whole world feedback. I search it in forums. The internet is the fastest way. If I need to call 50 people, it takes too much time for me to get the solution.
Okay, thank you very much. Where is positive? Yeah.
I guess I have to say something positive.
Yes, you have
Do
to,
your best.
please.
I will try my best. I really like that you talk to me as a user who doesn't understand everything. I really like that how you presented the idea to me, but I didn't get it.
Okay, nothing more was like about the presentation, but there was probably content didn't reach you. That was probably the case. All right, where is the presentation skills? Yes.
I think you was talking too fast, but I like the presentation, like the picture, the cover, when you're talking to the audience. I like it.
Okay, thank you so much. And now, experts view. Sandra?
Thank you for the very nice and attractive presentation. This is the thing you are doing very good, very well. But telling the truth, I didn't get the solution. Maybe it's because I don't know the history and I don't know the case you were given. But it didn't perceive me. Somehow didn't believe in it. I mean, you didn't let me believe in the office with tons of secretaries answering my questions. Maybe it's the thing that next time in your presentation you should more, besides this nice presentation as such, the method of presenting the things, you should more also concentrate on the solution itself. Because I somehow, maybe it's my problem, but sorry, I didn't get it.
Okay, thank you.
Your name again?
Matis.
If I understood correctly, this is something like the 1188 that you call and then you ask a
person who comes on the other end. Yes, the person.
about anything, right?
No, about the field you're interested in. For example, you're an accountant. You say, well, all accountants can call me for a certain fee. You are approved then, and then they can call you and get their information, what they are interested in.
But who would pay for this person? The
You
Horizon
will be
company?
paying if you are calling them.
Okay.
You will go like through, but okay, the LMT will pay.
A paid call, yes.
Because it's a paid call, right?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Not free.
Then maybe, one thing that I haven't seen yet done in this industry that they don't have powerful CRM system that when you call, they immediately see Claudio Rivera's calling. And then they already know the interest, they already know the most often questions I do, they already know how I'm going to speak, in which language, blah, blah, blah. So a good CRM system. I can back up the service. I think in that sense you can be, because you have strong competitors.
Of course.
So then if you want to add something, you need a good CRM system on the background. And I agree, I endorse the colleague more specifics on the service. Maybe Horizon they know more that we are not aware of, but more specific about what the product is and the price also.
Okay. Any other? Yes, Tom?
But you're talking about a specific service in support of Verizon?
Yes.
Okay. So, it's clear to me, but my suggestion would have been that you just give a sample question or questions, because that would make it understandable.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I'm not convinced, because, we all post to forums, and you said you don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but doing forums and stuff takes a lot of time to get a response. So I would say that. And I would also say that, the richness that you could add to it is that Claudia was saying, that each time somebody calls, you build up a list of the things that are interested, that person is interested in. And in fact, they could become a source of solutions.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments, suggestions? Okay, and this team is Christina's team. Christina is the facilitator professor. Thank you very much. Now we got to the last but not the least, as always we say, as Vita said, we never understand why it's so sad, but it's sad so. Team Magic Stardust, working on a case brought by Sidrave. And where is the team?
Team is somewhere.
Still in a trolley?
Somewhere, I don't actually.
Okay, I see. We still have 5 minutes. That you said that 40 minutes, 5:40 team will come.
45.
We will start? Okay, wait a minute. We have to change balls as well. Red one got a new owner. Green one. Did green one get a new owner? Yes. And what about the blue one?
Good.
Okay. And my question is, while we are waiting, Sandra, you mentioned about a timing. Are you still okay?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Then, if you leave earlier, my advice, Tom, would you also this time also please listen? Don't get fell asleep, And because we will need another feedback from experts, because now I'm really sleepy. No? Okay. If you are okay to go on, because they informed us, that's why they signed up as the last ones. They saw that the show will be a bigger, but let's say that the real show will be on the June 30th. Now you will do on behalf of team. So who are you?
My name is Mundris, and I'm studying project management in University of Latvia. And I'm on the halfway of my studies. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, yeah, let's start. 23, today's number of the day, because today is 23 May, and there's one more reason why it's number of the day. There are huge amount of people who use razor blades for shave something on themselves. But there are two problems. These razor blades get dull after a few times of usage. And the second problem is they are pretty expensive. So what if I tell you that we have a solution for these problems? What if I tell you that we have technology that allows us to cover these razor blades and maybe other blades with rhenium diboride that is 23 times harder than stainless steel, and these razor blades are made of stainless steel. So, and this layer of rhenium diboride, which is a high-tech material, it will make these razor blades keep their sharpness for weeks, maybe months or years, or maybe for lifetime. You're smiling, but this rhenium diboride material can scratch diamonds. That is the hardest material on the planet until now. So, and this technology can be adjusted to not only the razor blades, but also to other types of blades like knives, scissors,
etc. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Red wall. Okay. Constructive.
Thank you. I couldn't imagine how it would look like differently, or it would like be the same.
No, afterwards.
Would be razor blades, or they are the same, or they are like a bit different, or something. I would like to have some image in my head, doing it. But green, background for the end user doesn't say much for him, for me. Yeah, I would like that.
Okay. Thank you. A positive green one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like the idea because it's like at least 2 times a month when I'm shaving and I'm cutting myself. And it would be very useful for me. Yeah, that's why I really like it. But there's one question. For example, for women who is using like electric shavers, yeah, what will be your kind? Yeah.
They might start using this one. Okay, Krista, thank you. Where is it? Yeah.
Right, so I would like to have the presentation itself be more vivid and colorful. So, like 3 words there, 3 sentences. Like make it more slides, and then about the idea. Right, so you just had the idea, you told us about it, and that's about it. It was like a little bit dry for me. Is that right? You get the idea?
Okay, actually this is a case when those who know the results of the previous slide, which now who is Mundris, right? And now we really felt that it was not your turn to present, but that's team who is still in trolley. But the idea, you were talking about idea more than trying to present skills, to show presenting skills, but that's fine as well. Okay, experts, did you get the point what it's all about? Claudia? Sandra?
You have to leave if you want to.
Very shortly, I think I get the idea, but I would like to hear more concrete things. Like if you say maybe 5 times, maybe months, maybe for a year, maybe forever. I would like to hear exactly, like if you say that this is much better than the stainless steel, then how much? What is the numbers or the to compete? How you can compete with others? And the other thing is that also about the you said at the beginning that it's the regular thing is too expensive. And you didn't say anything about the financial part of this product or your solution. So that would be also useful to understand the numbers for the next presentation, I guess.
Okay, can I answer?
Yeah.
I had only 3 minutes. Okay, I used only 2 of them. But the real thing is that this is theoretically. We didn't made some tests in laboratory. It's in future.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the true data of anything. I should lie to you. So maybe June, you can answer.
Okay, you still have months to go. Okay, Claudia?
Of course, this is a dream of everyone to have one that is lasting, okay, and doesn't hurt. Even if you haven't done laboratory tests, that I think this is something the company is not expecting, so in such a short period of time. But for sure there is a basis for what you are saying. I mean, from somewhere you got some information, I mean, somehow you came to this conclusion from something. You went into Wikipedia, or you consulted with someone, or no? How did you come to this offer?
A lot of ideas come. Somebody sold them dreams. Somebody, I don't know, just walking around the house, I got an idea. My situation is that I had to have an idea. So watch around, look around, and I was looking for problems. And then I go to my bathroom, and there are lots of dull razor blades, and I started to think that way. And I think if I can get something much harder than stainless steel, the material, the razor blade will keep the sharpness for longer period of time.
Okay.
I have a question. Sorry if I didn't hear. What is this running diagram? This is material you are making, or this is already in market?
This is an existing material. It's not cheap, but it's the hardest material on the planet.
And have you wonder why it isn't in the razor blades?
Who wants a product which you sell once? I want. You want, but the company want it?
But your question was probably about this. If that's how I understood, this kind of thing is available at Sidrabe. Yeah.
At Sidrabe, they don't have the stores of
No, not the stores about the razor blades, but I mean these technologies are available at Sidrabe, and you can experience with that ideas how they can be used.
This is not a Star Wars thing. It's real. It's real.
Okay, this is
Just as a quick comment, you have a use case, so it makes a lot of sense, but nobody of us, I guess, knew rhenium diboride and knows it still. So if you have this solution, which makes a lot of sense, then you have to also talk about the availability of the product or of the material and of the prices.
It's available.
But if it costs, if it's cut in diamond, then it must be really expensive, and then it's not an everyday product.
You can see the cost of this rhenium on Forex trade markets.
But I want to see it in your presentation.
you have to still, don't worry. You have to still, there is a room for improvement for Joe service. Thank you for your very valuable comment. Facilitator of this team? Vita.
I just wanted to say big thanks to Moses, because I know what it takes for you to speak in English in front again instead of your team. So please, big applause.
Actually, Mundris is a winner of the last pitch without no slide pitch, and he had got, I hope, great present. So the next, the best present. Okay, you never say best before you gather others, yeah. Next Monday, he's going to Tampere to see how guys in Finland are doing. But now, please, still, few minutes, stay in your seat. Can you someone help with the pens? Please do it yourself. I will change now half Latvian, half English, because we have people who don't speak Latvian. So now you have to please evaluate in your mind which one of those teams should be called as the first one, number one, in a mid-pitch. Mid-pitch, taking into account that you don't know maybe a cases for the peer review, for other students, you know the cases already, what was brought here and what's coming out. But what I want to say, but don't make noise, do it by yourself, on your own. What I would like to say, that in all Demola countries, it very often happens so that the company is bringing one kind of question or case, but the solutions coming out completely out of range, not connected very much with that short, small, defined problem what company came with. So you don't have to be afraid that you are going over lines, but you are still have to think and bear in mind that this is a business case. There should be, like expert says, some financial accounting in your probably not just in your mind, in your slides, but that's what I want to say. Even if you don't know what kind of cases were brought, when you will give your answers to Christina, I will tell you briefly what was the case, but I don't want to interrupt your thinking. Just take it as you heard, you don't know the case.
I'm going to do we take into account both content and presentation skills?
No presentation skills this time because content.
Only content.
Only content, because now we are very much working on a content, and that's very great actually for them to see how you evaluate and what do you think about it, And Ritvars, are you ready to leave? Hold on. And actually during this period between the non-slide pitch and mid-pitch, we had a great opportunity to have a few seminars, and we will discuss with Ritvars, who participated at the Team Latvia, that we are going to have another one until June 30th, but we will discuss the date, because maybe before Yani it's probably not the best thing, but you will have another opportunity. So Ritvars is always available for another brainstorming, ice-breaking session parts for you and for the rest, so you can inform. Keep eyes on Facebook page. And
all the information there.
All right, now you please evaluate and give it to Christina, put it in a box. And while you are collecting, I would like to say a few sentences in Latvian that es tiešām ļoti ceru, ka šī aktivitātes ies plašumā, ka jūs arī to informāciju nesīsiet uz ārā, un studenti viens otram arī stāstīs, kas ir kas nav, kas izvērtēs plusus, mīnusus. Un es jau godīgi vakarā biju dikti apbēdināta izlasot dienā intervijā mūsu ministru ekonomikas 100 punkti. Es nākošajā uzrakstīšu garu ielūgumu vēstuli viņam uz 30. jūniju, jo viņam ir ļoti laba intervija par auto universitāti, ko viņi tikko apciemoja. Bet man bija tā dīvaini, ja viņš pat nav iedomājies, ka mums Demola ir arī Somijas eksperiments, bet iniciatīva, kur šeit darbojās, mēs viņu noteikti aicināsim šurp, jo viņam ir jāzina, kas Latvijā notiek, un ko pati ministrija un LIA atbalsta. Tātad mums ir liels paldies tiem cilvēkiem, kas no ministrijas vienmēr ir ar mums un LIA, bet mēs 30. jūnijā noteikti taisīsim, pie jūras, es nezinu, vai pie jūras, bet telpās, kurās ir plašums, kurās ir kondicionieris, jo mēs ļoti ticam, ka būsiet jūs un vēl vismaz 30 cilvēki, lai mēs varam paskatīties, kā studentiem ir veicies. Bet līdz tam laikam viņi turpinās darbu. Viņiem noteikti ir vajadzīgas konsultācijas ar, kā es minēju, dažādu rangu pasniedzējiem. Ja jūs esat gatavi pēc tā, ko jūs dzirdējāt, viesi, eksperti, kaut ko drusciņi viņiem pakonsultēt, pavirzīt, tad droši tā dariet, piesakieties, studenti nāk viņu noteiktos laikos, bet viņi var pielāgoties. Mēs būsim ļoti pateicīgi, jo te ir tā starpdisciplinārā sadarbība vajadzīga, lai tiktu līdz kaut kādiem rezultātiem. Kristīna, vai es jau drīkstu runāt tālāk, ja? Jūs skaitāt jau, ja? Ok, tad es tā īsumā, cik es atceros, pateikšu. Pirmais bija jautājums, tā ir ļoti īsi, nevis visu aprakstu. Kāpēc zemnieki neizmanto tehnoloģijas? Internetu pieslēgums ir ļoti labs, kāpēc viņi viņus neizmanto? Kas ir jādara, lai viņus sāktu izmantot? Otrais ir DPA pašlaik ir radījis Capture In tādu aplikāciju, ar kuru var izmantojot QR kodu vairs nepielietot paroles. Un tie, kuri ir draugiem.lv, jūs varat izmēģināt, jo parasti automātiski iet raksta paroli, bet jūs paskatieties, ja jums ir gudrais telefons, vietārunis, paskatieties, tur ir iespēja ielogoties ar QR kodu. Un jautājums bija, kā vēl šo kodu varētu izmantot, kur un ar kādām tehnoloģijām. Man vislabāk patīk numur 3, jā, jo es sākumā domāju vispār nav ārkārt izgudrot lietas, kurš nelūst vējā. Jūs redzējāt atbildi, jā, mobila aplikācijā lietas, kurš seko, bet interesanti, protams, tas ir tas īpašais variants. Why not if? Mēs mazliet apspriedām jautājums, kāpēc cilvēki neizmanto zemes dienesta piedāvātos e-pakalpojumus tādā apmērā, kā gribētu, kas ir jāizdara, lai domātu, un šeit mums ir tas, lai domātu no lietotāju pozīcijām. Un tas ir viens no labajiem momentiem, kas pēc tam noteikti skars mūs visus. Laikam, ko atnes mums aktīvi, bija jautājums padomāt, kā var izgudrot kameru, kurā uzfilmē un piefiksē notikumus nevis no filmētāja skatu punkta, bet no dalībnieka skatu punkta. Pareizi es pateicu, ja? Tad Click Customer Classes, Horizons, tā ļoti, ja novienkāršo, ir ļoti daudzas ERP programmas, jā. Kas ir jādara, lai šo programmu padarītu vienkāršāku lietotājiem, lai visi gribētu viņu lietot, jā. Lai piesaistītu, nevis lai tur citas ir. Un Magic Stardust, kas ir Sidrabe, tas ir mūsu case, kur jautājums Sidrabes, es tā ļoti vienkāršot pateikšu, neapvainojās kolēģi no uzņēmuma. Ja reiz Sidrabes produkcija izmanto arī Lugrā un ir gleznas noklātas vai ļoti daudzās citās vietās, tad ir jautājums, kur vēl, un ko mēs ar to vēl varam izdarīt, jā. Tāpēc šis pēdējais variants bija no tiem, kā vēl varētu, bet, protams, jā. Daudziem varbūt no man viedokļiem, man jāpasaka, dažiem keisiem arī bija, es piekrītu ekspertiem, prezentācija ļoti laba, bet jādomā, ko jūs to pasakat, to, ko jūs paši noprezentējat, tas nav viss vēl, jā. Un es arī dažās vietās savu vatumu, ko jūs, kas tad īsti būs? Domāju, līdz 30. jūnijam domāju, kas tas būs un kā jūs noprezentēsiet. Kā jau es teicu, jums būs dots laiks, jums būs dots 5 minūtes, jums būs dots palīglīdzekļi, ko jūs paši izvēlēsieties. Mēs rūpēsimies, lai būtu mikrofoni arī, ja telpa ir liela un daudz cilvēku vai meitenes jūs esat tikuši galā, ja? Un līdz ar to mēs mēģinām, kā saka, pieredzi parādīt vairāk un dalīt, jā, tāda jocīga sajūta, kas tur būs rakstīts, jā. Bet lai arī būtu motivācija, mēs par to esam domājuši, kas un kā. Bet tur ir viens, un tur ir viss rakstīts.
Tur ir viss rezultātu un līderis.
Nevar uzreiz saprast, pareizi es saku, jā? Ok, tātad ar ļoti lielu pārsvaru pārsteidzošā kārtā, bet mums par uzvarētājiem šī Pitch Evaluation man pašai jau sajuka, tiek paziņota komanda numur 3. Komanda numur 3 nāk mums priekšā. Un komanda numur 3 saņem. Kur tad jūs esat? Jūs bijat tik daudz? Tā. Un jūs, kā vienmēr, mēs jau esam baigi egoisti. Mēs nedodam dāvanas tikai, lai viņas izmanto. Mēs dodam dāvanas, lai dara lietas, kas mūs pārstāv. Un komanda saņem viens dalībnieks no komandas, kas šoreiz ir pilnīgi uz jūsu atbildību, kaut vai sakaujoties, arī braucienu pirmdien uz Tamperi. Kurš var vai kurš grib vai kurš spēj? Un tie, kuri netiks uz Tamperi pēc Kaukiņa, ja? Tad tos mēs aicināsim un ņemsim līdzi 19. jūnijā uz Viļņu, uz graduation pitch, lai redzētu, kā Leišu broļukas to visu dara, ja? Tā kā apsveicam, jums arī. Bet mums ir viens nosacījums Mundrim un vienam no jums, kas brauks. Jūs brauksiet kopā ar Aigu, bet Aiga nespēlēs galveno lomu. Mundri, atslāpstīt, prezentēt nevajadzēs, ko es jau tev vienreiz esmu pateikusi, ka vajadzēs. Bet, mīļie, jums ir jāuztaisa Latvijas Demolas stends un jāpārstāv Demolā, es neatceros, Kristīna, 2 vai 4 stundu garumā. Tur ir cilvēkus simtiem nāk uz viņiem uz graduation, un viņi apstaigā visus stendus un prasa, ko jūs pētat, ko jūs darat. Jums ir jāvienojas vai pa savu keisu, vai arī pa citiem keisiem. Ļoti ātri nakts variantā, ko jūs varēsiet viņiem izstāstīt. Vai tās ir prezentācijas, ko palaidīsiet, vai aizvadīsiet lietas, varbūt to, kas tur stāv, whatever jūs domā. Tā kā atbildība ir uz jums, jūs brauksiet apakaļ un stāstīsiet pārējiem, kā tas viss gāja, lai 30. jūnijā mums ir tikpat forši. pēc 19. jūnija mēs arī to pašu darīsim, padalīsimies ar kolēģiem. Vai es kaut ko noteikti aizmirstu, kuri mani kolēģi? Es aizmirstu jums vēlreiz pateikt